everything you say has been like anti-woman. Like you ain't say one thing in favor of
The
women. You know
question
what
was
I'm saying?
because of how the questions was. Oh, the questions was basically geared towards that. Ain't
Really,
nobody
who hurt you? Who
Say it
hurt you,
again?
baby?
Because what we not going to do is this, right? One thing that I don't like playing around with is this homosexuality shit, right? I feel like that's like always the narrative that women like to push whenever, you know, accountability is associated with them, or I feel like homosexuality is something that we like to push to demasculate men, right? And so I can't give you a safe space to continuously make attacks at his masculinity, because I would not give him a safe space to be calling y'all bitches, hoes, and sluts and all of that other shit that makes you less of a woman, right? So
there's one thing that I take exception with is when people start doing this my culture thing. You know, like you advocated for people not getting married early, right? But in your culture, the average marriage age is 24 to 26. So people actually get married over and they have longevity in marriage because there are actual rules, right? Are you Muslim?
I am.
Okay, so what does it say in Islam that the man can have 4 wives, up to 4 wives?
Okay, if we're gonna go into Islam, I'm gonna need you to
Here's what I'm saying. You're
first.
saying culture, right? And what happens is, I want people to understand when you saying that as though your culture is doing something so great. I want them to understand the parameters.
I'm not saying my culture is doing something so great.
Well, here's what it is. It sounds like it, right? It sounds like you continue to leverage that every single time. So I just want to clarify for the people that maybe don't understand these nuances that this would actually exist. Another thing that actually exists, that you got divorced.
Men stay in a relationship so long because they content, they comfortable, and they complacent. They feel like, oh, there's nothing else out there. I don't want nobody else to have her. They selfish as well, like I said. So why I'm gonna let her go so somebody else could get it? Because you're not doing the job. I've never been married, and I'm 46 years old. But I mean, I know my problems. I can take accountability. Yes, I got commitment issues. So that's why I've never been married, because I'm not gonna play with it. My parents been married for 53 years. But like we talked about in the episode last week, it didn't hit me. I'm just a little different. So some men don't want nobody else to have their woman, period.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely agree with all that. And I mean, you gave two options. I'm gonna be the antagonist a little bit. I'm gonna be on the dark side of things. I think a lot of it is just basically because of just the access that we probably had. Sometimes it even possibly even be, you know, and this is, I'm not saying that I'm doing this personally, but it might even just possibly just be because of the lack thereof. You always hear constantly nonstop that women are unhappy in relationships for so long, but it's never talk about how women be the problem in the relationship. Y'all always victims. You're always victim, but you never have the conversation of, I messed my marriage up. I messed the relationship up.
You don't sound like you really like women. I don't get that you really like women.
You know, sweetheart.
Let me speak.
Sweetheart, if you want to be technical and you want to be honest, you saying this seem like I don't like women. Now, it sounds like you don't like accountability, because anytime that I say anything about a negative truth, you're mad about it. Anything. Any negative truth that I say, if I say that females talk loud, you say that I'm mad. Earlier, all I said was females ain't doing this, and you said that I'm mad. So why is it that when a negative truth is spoken to a woman, y'all actually say that the man is sassy, he mad? I'm sorry, she done jumped off and went.
She's back. Keep going. She's back.
I think it might be the sometimes it's how you say it. You're very passionate about how you say it.
Absolutely.
I mean, this and that. Like you, like we've been on an hour, and everything you say has been like anti-woman. Like you ain't say one thing in favor of women. You know what I'm saying?
Because of how the questions was. Oh, the questions was basically geared towards that. Ain't nobody.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you, baby?
No,
I think part of it is that you're generalizing all women as well. You're saying no woman ever, and because all females and all. And I think that's what
I just speak in general. I just said women.
And the majority.
I'm just speaking in general. I'm just speaking in the majority. And that's the thing. Like I said, anytime that a man says anything on the negative side, I don't care. It doesn't matter what it is. If I say, hey, y'all ladies ain't doing this, oh, you sassy. Oh, hey, if I don't agree with you saying, I'm
sassy.
Period.
Okay. I still can't get over the fact that you said it's an excuse. Women, we have for real women problems that y'all would never be able to understand.
If we can't understand, I'm not a woman, sweetheart. Can you tell me what this dick feel like?
It's definitely not something.
Can you tell me what this pipe feel like?
Look how you sound.
No, answer my question, sweetheart. You mad at me because I'm speaking.
First of all, I'm not upset. I don't even know you. I can care less about what you think. However, it's clear that you're one of those men that don't like women. It's clear. We're playing the victim. 9 times out of 10 in relationships, we are the victims. More than not, maybe not 9 times out of 10. Let me correct myself. But more times than not, the man is cheating. More times than not. You cannot negate that.
I'm not negating that. But why is it never that y'all possibly be a reason for something?
Of course
No
we
excuse.
are. We might
When
have
do
an
you?
attitude. We might not want to be bothered. We might
You haven't said anything.
What you did say,
You haven't
she
said
said 9
anything
times
about
out
this
of
like the
10
whole
it's
time.
gentleman
You
women.
said,
said
it's
9
the way
times
you
out of
said it.
10.
It's your delivery. And then, do you know how this dick feel?
I'm
No,
saying,
I wouldn't want to know how the dick feel. I'm not a man. I don't care
and
how
that's
your
my
dick
point. So
feel.
why you want me to understand how you think I'm going to understand how females do? I never said not one time y'all don't go
Because
through
it's
anything.
called compassion, homeboy.
You need
That's
a hug,
why.
sweetheart. You need a hug.
I don't
Let me
need a
speak.
hug,
Let me speak, sweetheart.
especially from
Let me
you.
speak. That's
I would want your energy around me the way you
no
speak.
problem, and that's grateful, love. That's
Yeah,
grateful.
it
I'm
is.
cool with
This
that. No
is
problem.
like,
So the fact of the matter, like I said, when we sit up here talking about these type of things, people don't like when those negative truths are spoke about. You have a lot of men that's in relationships, in marriages that's unhappy, and quite frankly, a lot of females don't show no compassion for that. It's no anything for that. We only supposed to do what? We supposed to just take it, be strong about it, show up there for y'all. Where's the anything? Where's the anything when it comes to a man?
Melly, who
That's all I'm
hurt
asking.
you? Baby, who hurt you? Because
Because you're
honestly,
generalizing.
Now
all
she
you
just
do is
proved the
you have
point.
not said
Sweetheart,
nothing but your
I'm
opinion.
speaking.
A
When you
man
ask the question,
scorned.
isn't that your opinion?
Huh? I'm
When
sorry?
you ask the question, isn't that what the opinion given?
But we've all been asked questions and you're over here talking negative as hell. Like, do you even like women?
He don't.
Do you like us?
I've been
Because
with mine longer
That's the
and this
second
is
lady
like,
that has said that.
exactly.
No.
I'm with
Roman,
my
We
sister.
make excuses.
Of
We're not.
us.
We're always the victims. Please.
Have you spoken one time since this evening about anything as far as how a man is?
I want you
Anything?
to give me a non-bias of like something,
Give me a question and I will
because
give you that. Let me
anything
get to
I
that.
have stated, Melly, has been non-biased.
What's
I'm
wrong?
not here to.
Go ahead,
I'm
baby.
not
Come on
here
now.
to further the divide. Right? I'm a professional. I'm a mother. I was married. I come from a background that we don't play this. Men know their role. Women know their role, and we come together. And that's why the marriages last in my culture. So I want to ask you, give me something non-biased. Say something actually like optimistic. Say something that makes me believe you're straight and like women. Because right
Oh,
now,
now you're gay.
all I'm
Now,
getting from you is your hurt.
Melly,
Real bad.
who cheats more, men or women?
Man down.
So hold up. Let me just
I'm
do this,
muting
right?
myself.
Hold up. Let me just do this for a second.
I'm gonna
Hold
answer
on,
every last one of y'all.
one second. Because what we not gonna do is this, right? One thing that I don't like playing around with is this homosexuality shit, right? I feel like that's like always the narrative that women like to push whenever accountability is associated with them, or I feel like homosexuality is something that we like to push to demasculate men, right? And so I can't give you a safe space to continuously make attacks at his masculinity, because I would not give him a safe space to be calling y'all bitches, hoes, and sluts and all of that other shit that makes you less of a woman, right? So like, let's go ahead and dead all of that, like all that homosexual rigmarole, bro. Like I really hate that we do that. And it's extremely disrespectful. This platform is not based on that. We love women, we love men, we love each other. This is not the platform for that. Let's really let's I let it go a couple of times, only because I feel like as women, I was trying to give you a pass for being emotional, but this is the thing. We cannot let our emotions override our intellect. That shit is corny. I do not like it, because I would not let any man come up here and disrespect any one of y'all. Let's go ahead and cool it with all the gay shit and all of that. That ain't what this is. We not on that. If you cannot keep your emotions in check, log the fuck off. It's just that simple. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscriptions, and all of that. Thank y'all for tapping in. And yeah, y'all can go ahead, and I appreciate y'all. Hit the like.
Respectfully too.
When
I think
I said that he doesn't like women, I did not
And I'm
insinuate he was
not.
gay.
So let me just say this, right? One thing about me, I'm extremely direct when I'm talking. Habibi has the one that said, "Let me make sure that you're straight." I heard who said it. That's when I addressed it. If it was you, I would have addressed you. I heard what you said, but you did hit him with the sassiness though. And once again, and I heard that. Am I lying? And so with the sassy shit, that's like saying I'm gay. Sassy is equated to gayness. So we can't keep throwing these jabs. I let a lot slide just because, like I said, I get it. It was a heated thing.
He said it first. I just agreed.
I think you should have intervened with the how does the dick feel? That was a little left as well.
And
I feel like that was
that was wild.
That was a violation, kind of in a way.
For sure. And
so
so, like
disrespectful.
I let a couple of jabs. Let me hold on. Listen, because we not gonna hyper focus on it. I let a couple of jabs go left and right. Everybody, it was a couple punches below the belt, and I let them slide. But now I seen that it was just getting way out of hand. And so, like the man that I am, I'm going to set the tone. Respectfully, then let's go ahead and restart. Let's roll it back in. Let's hit the likes. Let's hit the shares. Let's hit the subscribe. Hamp, run your movie. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's one thing that I take exception with is when people start doing this my culture thing. You know, like you advocated for people not getting married early, right? But in your culture, the average marriage age is 24 to 26. So people actually get married over and they have longevity in marriage because there are actual rules, right? Are you Muslim?
I am.
Okay, so what does it say in Islam that the man can have 4 wives, up to 4 wives?
Okay, if we're gonna go into Islam, I'm gonna need you to
here's what I'm saying. You're
first.
saying culture, right? And what happens is I want people to understand when you saying that as though your culture is doing something so great. I want them to understand the parameters.
My love, I'm not saying my culture is doing something so great. I come from a background that we don't play this. Men know their role, women know their role, and we come together, and that's why the marriages last in my culture.
Here's what it is. It sounds like it, right? It sounds like you continue to leverage that every single time. So I just want to clarify for the people that maybe don't understand these nuances that this would actually exist. Another thing that actually exists that you got divorced.
Okay,
right?
So are you gonna let me answer the first question?
This is the last point, and you can talk your shit. So when
you keep talking about
when you keep talking about this, and I didn't ask you a question. I'm almost done.
Finish, Hamp. Go ahead.
I didn't ask a single question. Right. So when you talk about this fortitude and what your culture does, you didn't do it. Right. And you were married for how many years?
So I can talk.
How many years were you married?
I'm muted. Hello.
You're not muted. You're not muted.
You are. Okay. So muted. No, it said the host muted me, which happened last time too. So here's the thing. You're correct. I was married. I was married 17 years. But here, let's go back to the original question. And the original question here is how many wives are a Muslim allowed to have? So let's refer back to that,
rhetorical.
Right?
That wasn't a question.
Oh, rhetorical. It's funny.
Yes.
So
what it does is it set the stage when I have the floor.
Okay.
So I know that they can have up to 4 wives. This isn't a conversation
you know?
that we need to have. Yes.
Okay. Do you realize that there's rules to having 4 wives? You can't just have 4 wives.
Yes.
Okay. So then again, irrelevant.
Like everybody on the chat, right? Do you guys know that alimony actually comes from Islamic culture? So those men actually take care of those women. I understand the parameters of having more than 1 wife.
Alimony does not come from Islamic culture. It's called meher.
Yes, it does.
We get meher.
Now, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing.
If I'm not going to be allowed to talk and answer questions,
while I was talking. You interjected while I was talking.
Because you're talking about my culture, which you weren't raised in.
No, I know. I'm talking about Islam, right? And
okay,
Islam
and I'm Muslim.
actually belongs to a lot more people. Right?
Okay.
So now
I'll let you talk for me.
So here's the other thing. You have to also be able to qualify for more than 1 wife. You have to be able to take care of them. Their duty and raiment cannot diminish. They should all have their own stuff, right? The women are treated well. You know, but I just want to make sure people understand the parameters around this thing. And I just take exception when people start talking my culture this, my culture that. You're talking to us. So let's just have a conversation here and now.
I think there's things to learn from in every culture. And I think there's things to learn from every situation. And I think like I listen to my friends talk. I listen to I travel the world. I pick up things from other cultures and I pick up things from other experiences and I learn from them. And what I'm saying to you, there's great things about my culture. There's terrible things about my culture. And I take from them and I learn from them. And what I'm going to say to you is if we're going to talk about my culture, I'm going to ask you respectfully, sir, to allow me to speak and allow me as someone who is born into Islam, as somebody who knows the proper verbiage, as somebody who knows the proper rules, to allow me to actually answer the rhetorical or non-rhetorical questions that you present to me. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to say it doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit here and further divide men and women. I'm not going to do that. That is why the divorce rate is so high. This is not men versus, this is some sassy conversation that is just, to me, is like corny as hell. I think men need women and I think women need men. We cannot do what you do and you cannot do what I do. And I'm not going to sit here and say my man messes up and I'm going to cheat or I'm going to leave him. And I don't expect my man to do that to me. That's it. Period.
Yeah. Okay.
So let me hold up before Hamp goes. Are you done? Like, are you done without any interruptions, Miss Habibi? Like, so when he talks that way, because this is what I'm peeping, and I'm biased. I'm not biased, right? I can care less who talks, right? You keep jumping in when he's talking. You have to let him land his plane. And you seem very bothered. You look flushed at the moment. You just look at your look. Once again, I'm a man talking. I'm a man talking. And once again, you keep jumping in. It's just like it's okay to just let that joint chill for a second. Anyway, Hamp, go ahead. You have the floor with no interruptions. We're trying to be respectful here. Go ahead, Hamp.
Yeah, her reply was her turn to talk. So I don't even disagree with what she said. I just wanted to make sure we set a proper baseline because I just hear people do that often when they come from cultures that aren't ours, right?
Okay.
So, Nikki, one thing that you said, I forget what you said about me. It wasn't nothing too crazy, but if you notice, everything I said when I was speaking about marriage was genderless. I'm saying that marriage shouldn't be predicated solely on like happiness being like the top of the totem pole. I'm saying that people should get married younger because comparison is a thief of joy. So I'm championing marriage. It wasn't even about like women or men. It's saying we have to have the fortitude to get these things done because marriage should be the goal for our people.